Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ability 411. It's Wednesday, and I am your host, Amber Marcy. I hope everyone's having a great day and enjoying the summer wherever you are. It has been beautiful here in Michigan. We've had some pretty crazy hot temperatures, like 100 degrees with some pretty awesome humidity. But I'll take that over 6 feet of snow. So, anyways, I am here to talk to you today a little bit about how to deal with some situations where you may get a little frustrated. I have them often. Not all the time, but I'm going to give you just a couple scenarios where I have maybe gone a little, what I like to say, white girl crazy. The first time I was really frustrated by somebody else, not really treating me differently, but just not respecting that I was in a chair and I was lower than them, if that makes any sense. And this gets frustrating when I go out to, let's say, a club. Not just a bar or something, but a club. I'm lower than everybody, so, I'm wheeling through, and, I've got some cute little sassy outfit on, too, just like all the other girls there. And I'm lower than them, so I get all the spillage from their drinks on my lap. Not cool. Especially when I just got ready and got myself all dolled up just like they did. And then I go there in my favorite pair of white jeggings or a cute dress, or even if it's not something that I've spent a lot of money on or that I really like, I end up wearing whatever their beverage is, whether it's alcoholic or just pop or water. People get bumped and, shoulders, and it gets busy in clubs when you go, or the ones I go to. And I get really, really frustrated when people are rude and will not just simply scoot out of the way so I can get by. And instead, I have to push myself through, and then by the time I get to the dance floor or wherever I'm going, I have a concoction of people's beverages all over my lap. I've never really yelled at somebody or really made a scene, but I use my own little remarks to make them feel about this big, I don't try and be too rude, but sometimes when someone just is not acknowledging that you're struggling and you need to get through and just being an absolute jerk, then that's the time that I'm going to say something. And, like I always say, this is another chance to educate. Because if people don't know, if I don't say, thanks for spilling half your drink on me and ruining my outfit for the night, way to go, and make them feel like a real, jerk, then they're not going to ever realize for the next person. So I always say use it for an opportunity to educate. Secondly, what really bothers me is, I know Erica really touched on this, is children. Is parents out there, don't pull your kids away from us or tell them to look the other way or encourage them not to ask questions. Because, like I've said before, and I will say again, how are we going to educate our youth? How are we going to educate what is behind us to run this country, to be the next us? If we don't educate them and let them know disability is normal. People have all sorts of different disabilities. If a kid comes up to me and says something about my wheelchair or, Mommy, she has a chair, I jump on that opportunity to educate that child and that mother, because obviously the child's curious. Half the time the parent is too and just doesn't want to say anything. So I use it as an opportunity to educate. And it usually turns out for the better for both parties, me and the mother and the child. So those are situations that I get frustrated in, mostly, out and about in a busy, crowded area. It's frustrating, but I also have to realize it's probably frustrating for the able-bodied too, because there's a lot of people trying to get into one place. That's probably where I get most frustrated, and I say things when I need to, and I have gotten rude with people, but I've never gotten to the point where I'm, having to run over their toes or something like that. I just haven't had an experience like that, and I hope I never do, but you never know what the future holds. So with that, I hope that those two small experiences maybe gave you some advice on how to deal with people that tend to be a little rude. Turn it into an opportunity to educate them. Don't be rude, super rude back, because then there's just two people that are wasting good quality airspace arguing. So why not turn it into an opportunity to educate and learn something? So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will be back next week. And you all have a great week. Bye-bye.